Welcome to SAT School. I am your instructor from 𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒂. This is our first video on statistics. In this video, we will discuss on arithmetic mean. Now, let's get started. Arithmetic mean, simply an average. The mean or average is the sum of all the data values divided by total number of values in the given data. So to find mean or average, the first thing is to find the sum of given values, that is divided by total number of values. Here mean is equals to sum of data values divided by number of data values or number of items in the given data. Here is an example. We have to find the mean of 2, 5, 11, 15 and 17. So to find mean, the first thing is to find sum of values. Here in this case, we get the sum equals to 50. The second is number of data values, that is number of items. Here we have 5 data values. That's why number of items is 5. Now the mean is sum of data values divided by number of data values, which is 50 by 10, and that is eventually 10. Now we have three types of data. The first is individual, second discrete, and finally continuous. In individual series, the data are given individually, meaning 5, 7, 9, 12. These are individual data. In the second, in discrete series, these values are 5, 7, 9, 12, and the second row, that is 2, 4, 1, 3, they represents how many times a given value occurs, like 5 repeated 2 times, 7 4 times, 9 only 1, and 12 3 times. The individual data is written in this way. In above individual series, we have 5 which occurs 2 times. We have 7 that is repeated 4 times. 9 just only 1, and 12 3 times. So this is how we can change individual series into discrete series. And finally we have continuous series, in which the data are given in class interval, meaning 0 to 10, that is one class interval, second 10 to 20, and so on. And the second row, that represents there are 5 items between 0 to 10. Similarly, between 10 to 20, there are 8 items or 8 number of data values, and so on. So the first individual series, all these data values in statistics we simply represent by x. So you can represent by any letter, but simply we write x. In the second discrete series, the first row is for x, and the second row, that is for f, that is frequency, how many times the given data value occur. And finally, in continuous series, the first row is class interval and second row is for frequency. Now we have different way to calculate mean. Similarly, the mean for individual series is calculated by sum of given data values divided by number of data values. In discrete series, we multiply f and x and then find its sum, and we divide by number of items. Finally, in case of continuous series, we find mid value of class interval, and then we multiply that mid value with f and find sum of fm and divide by m. So these are three series: individual, discrete, and continuous. and we have three different formula to calculate them. Here we have the meaning for each of the symbols or letters, like F represents frequency of given data, meaning how many times the given data value occurs or it repeats. X represents given item of data, M represents mid value, and finally N or sum of F represents number of data or number of items. Now here is a practice question 1. Now we know the relation of the mean with sum of fx and n. To find mean, we divide sum of fx by n. Here in the question we have mean, which is 35, sum of fx is 455, and the question is to find number of terms. Now to find number of terms, we have a relation, and the relation is mean equals to sum of fx divided by n. Using that relation, we can find the value of n. Here mean is 35, sum of fx is 455, and we have to find n. So dividing 455 by 35, the value of n is 13, and the number of items or number of terms equals to 13. Practice question number 2. Here we have n 3a plus 5, sum of fx is 350 and mean is 7. Now in this case we have to find the unknown value, which is a in this case. So simply we use the same technique. We use the relation between mean, sum of fx and n. The given value is n, which is 3a plus 5, sum of fx is 350 and mean is 7. Now using the relation between them, we have the relation mean equals to sum of fx divided by n. The value of mean is given 7, sum of fx is given 350 and n is 3a plus 5. So if you solve, the value of a here comes 15. So by this time you should be very familiar using the relation of mean with sum of fx and n. Simply mean is equals to sum of fx divided by number of terms. Practice question 3. Here n is given 20 plus p. Sum of fx is 260 plus 13p. Now the question is to find the value of mean. Now the given is n equals to 20 plus p. Sum of fx is 260 plus 13p. Now the question is to find mean, and we know the relation of mean with sum of fx and n. So this is the relation. Now we have value of fx, which is 260 plus 13p, n 20 plus p. Now looking at two terms in numerator between 260 and 13p, we can take 13 as common. If 13 is common, then we have 13 20 plus p. Again, in numerator between 260 plus 13p, 13 is common, that's why 20 plus p. So 20 plus p in numerator and denominator are cancelled. Finally, the mean will be 13, and that is the value of the mean. Now again one more question, the practice question number 4. Here sum of f a plus 16, sum of fm is 72 plus 8a, and mean is given 6. The unknown value a we have to find. If you think the question is familiar and if you think you can manage this, I want you to try. Give it a go. Good luck. I hope you manage that. Here, sum of f is simply the value of n. Sum of f represents number of terms. So the given value sum of f is a plus 16, and sum of fm is 72 plus 8a. Mean is given 6. Now we use the same relation between mean and sum of fm and sum of f. Here mean is equals to sum of fm divided by sum of f. So sum of f here represents number of terms n. Now we have mean, which is 6. Sum of fm is 72 plus 8a, and sum of f is a plus 16. If you cross multiply, that is 6a plus 96 equals to 72 plus 8a. And finally, if you subtract 96 and 72, then 8a minus 6a, now which is equals to twice a equals to 24, and finally the value of a is equals to 12. Now this is to find mean of given data. Here we have to find using the formula of discrete series. The first row that represents the given data value, the second row here f that represents the number of times the given data value repeats. Simply 12 represents 5 repeats 12 times, or there are 12 5 in that given data values. 18 means 15 repeats 18 times, and so on. So I want you to try this question. The step here is to find fx and find the sum of fx. X is given, you have f, and we need one more column for fx. So you find fx by multiplying f and x, and eventually you get the sum of fx. And then we use the relation of mean with sum of fx divided by n. Here n means sum of f. So try this question and find the answer. That was for today. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. I'll meet you in next video. Take care.